Welcome. This video is a guide in how you can successfully develop and administer a powered industrial truck training program to your operators. Before you begin developing your program, you must become familiar with all the OSHA regulations that relate to powered industrial trucks. You would also want to become familiar with the operator's manual that is specific to the pieces of equipment that you have in the workplace. Okay? Let's get started. You need to determine who are your forklift operators. Generate a list of all those whose job requires them to operate a forklift. If an employee has other duties, but occasionally operates a forklift, training for that individual must be provided. Once this list is complete, keep it on file for future reference. You see, the OSHA standard requires that an employer certify that all operators have received the training and have been evaluated. This list will ensure that all operators have received forklift training. If an employee's name is not on the list, well then, they're not allowed to operate a forklift.
Next, go out and identify the various types of forklifts you have. There are many different types. If your employees will be expected to operate several different types of powered industrial trucks, then training is required on the unique handling characteristics of all the different types of vehicles. Once you have identified your operators and types of forklifts you have in your workplace, determine the methods of training you will use. Training must consist of a combination of formal instruction and practical training. This combination is the best way to deliver the information needed to safely operate a powered industrial truck. Remember, these are trainees, so practical training must be conducted in a manner that would not pose a threat to the trainee or other individuals. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration has specific requirements as to what must be included in a forklift training program. The training must be specific to the make and model of the powered industrial truck in which your employees are expected to operate. A good training program will include such things as operating characteristics, vehicle limitations, environmental conditions, general safety rules, and any features that are unique to the truck. Let's look at what should be included in your formal discussion of powered industrial trucks. A forklift differs greatly from an automobile. They can weigh up to 4 times as much as a light truck, or 13,000 pounds, and they are extremely powerful. Forklifts use rear wheel steering, allowing them to turn in a tighter circle than most other vehicles. Forklifts are also often less than 4 feet wide, making them less stable. You should take time to read the operator's manual for the specific truck your operators will be using. Be sure to learn the location and operating procedures for all gauges, controls, and switches. The engine hour meter records the total number of hours that an engine has been used. Because this information is used to schedule maintenance, the operator should be familiar with its importance and how to record this number on a daily inspection report. The fuel gauge indicates the fuel level and is similar to those found in cars and trucks. F means full, while E means empty. The operator must always check the fuel level of the lift truck during their daily inspection. The engine temperature gauge indicates the engine temperature and is also similar to those found in cars and trucks. H means hot, while C means cold. A forklift must never be operated if it's overheating. The operator should turn it off and report the condition. The oil pressure gauge indicates the oil pressure inside the engine. Oil pressure readings that are low or drop to 0 indicate that there is a serious problem with the engine. Never allow an operator to run a forklift with oil pressure problems. The steering wheel in an industrial truck operates like the one in a car or truck. With the engine running, feel the steering action for a minimum of free play. The free play in steering should not be more than 1 or 2 inches in either direction. Forklifts are equipped with some kind of directional control. This allows the operator to move the truck forward or backward. All trucks have an accelerator pedal and a brake pedal. Some trucks have a clutch, which allows shifting into higher forward gears. Test all brake systems. Brakes should depress smoothly and should not require excessive force to operate. Brakes that make a grinding or screeching noise need immediate attention. All forklifts are equipped with a parking brake. The operator should always set the parking brake whenever the truck is left unattended. The raise and lower controls allows the operator to raise the forks up or lower the forks down. Pull the lever back and the forks will go up. Push the lever forward and the forks will go down. The tilt control allows the operator to tilt the forks up or down. Hydraulic control levers should move smoothly and return to neutral when released. The operator should feel for roughness in the action when the forks are raised or tilted. No slipping or moving of the forks or mast should occur when they are moved to a new position. Trucks are equipped with a horn to sound warnings to others who may be in the operating area. Even though some vehicles are equipped with backup alarms, the horn must be used before backing up. The horn should also be used at intersections, when traveling through doors, and anywhere the operator's vision is limited or blocked. If the vehicle is equipped with lights, the operator should check to see if they are working. If the vehicle uses gasoline, LP, or diesel fuels, the operator should perform a pre-shift inspection of its condition. Check the battery and its connections, looking for signs of corrosion. Look to see that the fan belt is in good shape and that it is not loose. The oil level should be checked as well as other fluid levels. During this walk around, the operator should be looking for leaks or other signs of disrepair. Forklifts steer with their rear wheels, allowing them to turn in a smaller radius. Because of this, the rear end of the vehicle will have a tendency to swing out away from the turn. Damage to the vehicle or material could occur when operating through narrow aisles. The operator must never extend arms outside the protection of the cage of the vehicle. Severe injury could result. Keep in mind that forklifts are heavy pieces of equipment. Inform the operators to check with their supervisor if there is a question as to whether or not the surface conditions are adequate to support the extra weight. When using a vehicle not designed for rough terrain, the operator should avoid rough spots and potholes. If the operator cannot avoid a rough spot, such as a railroad crossing, the operator should slow down and cross it carefully, at an angle, one wheel at a time. When traveling, the fork should be just high enough off the ground surface to allow for safe clearance. On a smooth surface, this is just several inches off the ground. On rough or uneven surfaces, the forks may be raised slightly for safe travel.